What's up, fellow engineers? Dr. McKay here, and welcome back to my channel. Finally, I have hit 200 subscribers and I can't be more happy, so thank you all that have subscribed for subscribing. Man, it means so much to me that you subscribed. Today we are back again with Space Engineers, and today we are testing out a old rocket that I've made up to date new with all the stuff I've learned while building the rockets I have. So as you can see, we have got obviously the Saturn V, the Soyuz rocket, and Space Shuttle. This is the Atlantis shuttle, so it's the one with the working front wheel. And over here we have a Falcon 9. Now this is the original Falcon 9 I built, which is the first rocket when Demo 1, was it Demo 1? Or Crew, oh no, Demo 2, the first crew with Bob and Doug, launched the International Space Station. This is what I built then to basically, praise that launch. So obviously with the successful launch of Crew 1, I have basically been redesigning and hopefully basically made this Falcon 9 a lot better. So today we are testing the Falcon 9 basically remodel. Basically I've upgraded it, so the upgraded Falcon 9. Now this Falcon 9 has landing gear, and now I am attempting to land the booster kind of with timer blocks. Now I haven't actually flown this one yet, I've just built it. I've put timer blocks in for auto launch, so we have to press one button. I've added landing gear, I've added obviously some decals like the NASA worm, a flag, F9, NASA, another F9 up here, and I've also changed the crew capsule to be more in size with the dimensions. It's literally the real height of the Falcon 9's, or the real height of the Crew Dragon, should I say, is from this bottom block here of the trunk, right, to this block here. That's essentially the height of it, which would be in real life. So that's the height in real life. It's from the bottom of the trunk to that last block where my crosshairs are there. So technically the nose cone is extra on top, but it's a 1:1 scale minus the extra on top. But obviously with Space Engineers, I do my best to try and get as close to 1:1 as possible. It's not always possible trying to do it. Now, come in the capsule, I've obviously got 2 seats. I love these small grid programmable blocks because they look like monitors with a keyboard, and you can actually change the displays with scripts, so you don't actually have to put in LCD screens. So I've kind of put the 3 in to simulate the touchscreen inside the Crew Dragon. Now we have obviously a hatch on the top for docking at the space station. And another bonus thing I've upgraded it with, we can now separate, if it works, the capsule from the trunk, and it has parachutes on the side as well. Now the the capsule does open, revealing the ion engines inside. Now obviously with SpaceX's real life Crew Dragon, it uses obviously some form of thrusters, like Draco thrusters, I think that's what they call them. But obviously we can't simulate that really well in Space Engineers because we've only got 3 types of engines. So we are using ion engines for the Crew Dragon because it's essentially just floating aimlessly in space in a sense. But we do have a docking port that should, well, obviously it's the same as the docking port on the space station that I'm launching with the shuttle. So as long as we can get in close and not touch the nose cone, we should be alright. And well, obviously I don't have the space station in this game because I've got all 4 of these rockets in, and my PC limit is almost nothing. So yeah, but this is for something else I'm doing for my 200 subscribers. So yeah, that'll be coming out when I've done it. It might take a while for me to do it, but I will be doing it eventually. So obviously that's why I have all 4 rockets. But while I was doing it, I thought I'd spawn in the Falcon 9 and upgrade it for the actual thing I want to do. So yeah, that's basically that. and we have a strong back on this launch pad. No tower at the minute. Now, obviously, once I've done what I want to do, I will upgrade this with a tower with a crew access arm, so we can have a proper like I've done with the rest of them for the Falcon 9. But this is a test, so we're going to be testing the Falcon 9. Now, you're probably aware more than the rest of the rockets if you're not that much of a rocket enthusiast, obviously, but with SpaceX always in the news, you probably have an idea of and the fact that they live stream the launch of how the Falcon 9 works. Now, with the Falcon 9, we're going to basically retract the strong back. This is all automatic, mind. Alright, with the one button, we're going to retract the strong back, we're going to light up the engines, disconnect from the pad, travel up, disconnect the booster at this stage here, travel on the second stage to a high enough altitude, and then disconnect the second stage, and then the capsule should be then coasting to 0G. Now, with the Soyuz rocket, if you watched my previous video, I added those 2 reverse thrusters in that last stage to separate the second stage, or on Soyuz anyway, it was the third stage, but on the SpaceX Falcon 9, it's going to be separating it from the second stage, so it's going to push it back. But like I said, I do have landing legs and they do work, and I have quite high hopes for this. I don't know if it is going to work, but obviously there's landing legs go down and back up. And it's all on timer blocks from when I separate the booster. Now, it could crash, it might just end up floating in midair and not touching the floor, so I may have to adjust the timer. But obviously this is a test to find out everything. With all that said, if you like my stuff, please feel free to hit that like button. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and subscribe. Yeah, I have passed, I'm on 200 subscribers now, but we still need to get those subs coming in. I'm aiming to get to 1,000 eventually and beyond, so if you like my stuff, please do subscribe. It does mean a lot, so thank you very much if you do. So with that little bit out of the way, let's jump straight into the rocket and test it out. So we're going to come in, we're going to shut the door behind us, make sure everything's okay. So we are in. I have blueprinted this, so if so obviously I can spawn it back in. So what we're going to do, we're going to press, obviously up is the entire launch, and then the down timer block is the crew drag and separate from the trunk. So on a count of 3, or count down from 3, so 3, 2, 1, launch. There goes the strong back, there goes the engines, and we're released, and we're going. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So like I said, this is an automated launch. All you have to do is press the one button. Now obviously I'm doing like a I wouldn't say a roll maneuver, but I'm basically pushing the Falcon 9 out the way of the launch pad just enough so it doesn't land straight on top of it. If it does or not, I'm just hoping that I've set the timer blocks up well enough for it to work. So we're going to go up. I've set the first timer block to activate for the booster setup at 4 minutes. That should be around about 20,000 meters. With the Saturn V, the first stage booster separates at 20,000, and that's set to 3 minutes 40. So, you know, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit to get to the stage separation. So what I'll do, I'll see you in a minute. So and we're back. We've got about a minute left on before the booster separates. So we're just gonna keep the camera on it, and hopefully we have a nice clean separation. Now, this is, like I said, this is an upgraded version from my previous Falcon 9 build. Not the Block 5, which is an upscaled version, but this is the one that I did originally, which is on mod.io if you want to go back and have a look. This one is obviously the one I've been upgrading, so obviously once I've finished upgrading it, I will be putting it on mod.io for everyone to use. So, you know, let's hope this launch goes okay, because, you know, it's the first time I've ever gone back to a build and upgraded it. So it should be coming up now on booster separation. There it is, I think. There we go. Nice separation. Now that has again 4 minutes. I think it's 4 minutes on the return, and that's obviously got to fall back down to the planet. And as it goes down, the thrust override is turned off through the timer blocks. The landing gear will deploy, and then it should hover relatively close to the ground, I hope. So now we're on the second stage. This will take us up to, well, up a bit anyway. The timer block on this one is where are we looking? Timer blocks down here. So it's third stage, which is the nose cone, not nose cone, the dragon, is set to 3 minutes. Let's start it anyway. So we're probably going to go overshoot anyway the mark. But what I might do, obviously, because I didn't obviously put the timer block in that section, because I thought I did, obviously I didn't. I'm pretty sure the rest of them are timer blocked up. Let's have a quick look to make sure they are. So after third stage, it's the nose cone. Let's have a look. Yep, so they're all set up, just that one I missed. So what I might do is I might just trigger the merge block, or not the merge block, the timer block, as we get up to about 39, or say 40,000 meters. So it gives us 2,000 meters to then coast. So what I might do, I might trigger that manually, just to obviously get it to work, so we can see it work, and then obviously I have to test it again. I have to test it again when we when I respawn it back in and fix it. So all the timer blocks as well are in the trunk of the obviously the Crew Dragon, so it doesn't matter if you lose it. So we're coming up now, and let's have a look at about 1 minute 40. I don't think I was 1 minute 40 messing around, so I may have to change that. So we're going to separate now. There we go. And now we are just the crew capsule. The nose cone should open in a minute. There we go. And then the RCS should turn on. Wow, I set it as a timer, so we're hitting 0G in a minute. So the Dragon RCS comes on in 1 minute 30, so that could come down as well to possibly a minute. Or in 0G now anyway. So what I'll do, while that's coasting, let's go check the... There's a lot of stuff. The booster's still falling. Obviously I can't check the altitude or change angle without it going nuts. No, not sure what I was doing. So this RCS should be coming on anytime soon. 30 seconds. So 30 seconds for the RCS to come on, and we should come to a stop. And then what we'll do is we'll quickly test the trunk separation from the capsule as we're heading back towards the planet. Just wait for those RCS to come on a sec to make sure it's all working. But yeah, there's the RCS on now. So let's quickly check back onto the booster and see what that's doing. And it's coming back in, so this is to see what it does. So I'm interested to see if I got the time blocks right. Now the engines haven't come on, so we're still within the time. Might be listed, hence why the engines are firing there. Probably go bang. Yeah, it's gonna go bang. And smash. Well, it landed. What could you say? I wonder why that did work then. Well, now we're in the Crew Dragon. It's a whippy little thing. You know, obviously you got all engines. Obviously they're only ion engines, so they don't go very fast. We just turn off dampeners a minute. We are going to go that way, but I'm thinking, just as I'm thinking about this, oh, and just another thing, if I'm doing dragon separation, I want to set these on hang on. Are they on? They on? Auto deploy, that's what I want. So this is, like I said, this is all testing. This is all trying to get it to like function correctly. This is why I do a video, so you guys can see me through the process. Obviously, building the Crew Dragon or building rockets, you know, takes hours upon hours of time. So it's quite hard to do a video with, unless you do want to see me build rockets. But like, testing them takes about 20 minutes to half an hour, and I can edit out bits and bobs. So we're just coming in now. Just get to like 100 Gs. Not 100 Gs. What am I trying? 100 meters a second. And we're gonna then do the... As soon as we hit planet's gravity, what we'll do is we'll do the separation and see how it works. So we're at 100 meters a second now. Close. And we'll be hitting the planet's gravity in about 5,000 meters or 4,000 meters, or yeah, or 4 kilometers, because that's kilometers. I don't understand why they'd have the altitude to meters and like distance to objects as kilometers, because it just makes no sense. They're basically just a decimal place apart, but it gets confusing. So come on. The only thing I don't like about this game is the speed limit. You know, how many likes can I get for that? Yeah, who agrees with me on that? The speed limit of the game is just horrendous. So there's 43. We're going to be hitting the gravity in a sec. So what I might do, I might activate it now before we hit the gravity. So 3, 2. If I go a bit sideways, 3, 2, 1. Disconnect. No? Oh, I pressed wrong one. Disconnect. There we go. Disconnected from the capsule. Well, not the capsule, the trunk. At least that worked nicely. But now we're not pressurized. Thought that might happen. Oh, I don't know, are we pressurized? Feels like we're leaking. Must be leaking somewhere. Let's have a look. So I got a air vent there to keep pressure. I don't see any holes. Oh, I know why. I just left all of my oxygen supply in the trunk, can I? That's why. Yeah, because if you see that hinge, which is just left of that merge block, obviously in the trunk there are hydrogen fuel and an oxygen tank, plus it goes obviously lots of other stuff, but it goes through that hinge into that block there. And obviously when I separated the merge block, I detached the head of the hinge to be able to allow me to detach. And this is one of the problems I was suffering beforehand with trying to supply the capsule with oxygen, and I finally figured it out and it works. As you can see, it was separated. So yeah, so we just need to turn around now. We are a ways out. So what I'm going to do, because I don't think you guys want to sit and watch me fall this slowly. We're not exactly going to burn up or anything. I'll skip to the end, or skip near the end, about 15,000 meters from the ground, and watch the parachutes deploy, so you can see it all work properly. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, and we're back. We're coming down to 3,000 meters, and we're just waiting for now for parachutes to deploy. Now I changed the parachutes to deploy at 500 meters, but I'm thinking this trunk of ours might hit us because it's just falling down the same as us. So we're coming down. Let's angle up for 500 meters, because for some reason it struggles to stay up, and obviously we're out of range of that now. So 500 meters. Come on, auto deploy, auto deploy. I'm not gonna hit the ground again. Auto deploy, auto deploy. There goes the chutes. Nice. So there you have it then, folks. The Falcon 9 Crew Dragon upgrade for the Crew 1 launch is 80% successful. Obviously a few things I have forgotten to do, like with the second stage like timer block, and a few other little things I'll be tweaking. And then hopefully I'll do a few more test launches of this. And then obviously after I do what I want to do with the rockets in this world for my channel, I will then build a tower like the SpaceX towers, like the black one, and then I'll build that with a crew arm, and then test it again for you, and then do a mod.io showcase for you guys, and then it'll be on mod.io. So with all that said, thank you for watching. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe, like and comment. It does mean a lot to me that you like all my stuff, and the comments I get are very, very nice, and like, oh, I'm tipping, and basically give me all the encouragement and like inspiration to carry on with these builds. So I've been Dr. McKay, thanking you for watching. Fly safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.